Hey everyone, Ashley Shaw here. I'm the founder of the Fitness Leader Institute and Business Bootcamp. So if you're new around here, welcome. And this week I wanted to jump on live and talk about two main themes. So the two things we're going to talk about today, one has to do with mindset and some of the things that have been coming up really consistently with coaches has been around the fear of rejection and what to really do if those that you love don't really support you in your business. So we're going to talk about that first. And then the second thing I want to talk to you about is around a little bit of a training on content structure, and specifically if you are in Muscle Burns Fat, the 30-day posting plan. I'm going to provide you guys a few little more tips and tricks around how to get your posts right this month. So let's talk first about the fear of rejection and when those that you love don't really support you and what to do about it. So I did a podcast episode earlier, actually it was last week, and it was all about this, what to do when those closest to you maybe don't believe in what you're doing, and you're finding that really hard to grapple with because it can be challenging to try to move forward in your business, to make the necessary time investments and to really feel like it's possible when you don't feel like you have the support. So in last week's episode, I talk about why people will have maybe a tendency to want to keep you safe and what that actually means. That it doesn't mean that your business is not a good idea. It just means that the people around you have not done this before. So to them, it's the unknown, it's challenging, and it creates like this lack of safety of the unknown. So definitely check out that episode. The other thing I want to talk about this week's episode is all about the fear of rejection and how to get over that fear. Now, the one thing I've learned in my business is that over the last 2.5 years, the biggest roadblocks have not actually been skill set issues. Like when you need to figure something out, like you can Google it. There's all that at our fingertips that we're able to do. The biggest chunk of success is that most people, myself included, are lacking is around our mindset and how long we think it takes to get something done, or how hard we think something is going to be, or also that fear and criticism that we might be afraid of that's holding us back from going all in. So mindset is a really big piece of the entrepreneurial puzzle. And from all the masterminds I've done and all the money I've invested in myself, that is the number one takeaway, is that we all have beliefs. Everything that we think the world is made up of, what we might consider as facts, are actually beliefs. So if you think making money is hard, or you think making money is easy, it's not a fact, it's just a belief. So it's really getting comfortable with the idea that in order to build a business and do something different, you've got to be willing to look at those beliefs and to really start challenging them, because they will either push you forward in your business or hold you back, right? So this idea or fear of rejection, if we talk about this for a second, this is something that I think we think, okay, I'm going to get to a certain point and that stuff is just it's going to slide away and nobody is going to, I'm not going to be bogged down by that. But the truth is that the bigger that you get, the more influence that you have, the more critics that you're going to have as well, right? There's going to be more people out there that are watching what you're doing. They're, they're jealous, or they couldn't picture doing it themselves, or they don't know how it works, or they're just those people that are fine-tuned to look for the negative in the world, and you might just happen to be on their radar. So I wanted to share a little bit of a story here. I think everyone's very familiar with Rachel Hollis. And if you guys have been following any of her Instagram posts, she's been going through a tough time right now in her marriage and her life. And I came across this comment that was something about someone just slamming her for helping MLMs anyway and network marketers and this and that. And here's the thing, like you think of someone like Rachel Hollis, who's done so much in her career, has so much to offer. And like alongside with that, the criticism is like everyone has an opinion. But here's the thing, it's none of your business to worry about what other people think. That if you wouldn't trade lives with them, why would you care what they think or what they have to say about you? That's like the bottom line. Like we decide what we put energy into, right? Energy. There's a saying about energy goes where I want to say energy flows. I feel like I'm using the word energy a lot there, but it really is true. Like whatever we decide to focus our intention on and our energy on, then that is where, you're going to see the most energy come back. And I can give you guys one other quick example. I've been putting out some different videos and things lately, and I've had some haters on those videos. They're Facebook ads, so they get shown to a bunch of people. But, people like asking what kind of filter I'm using and saying it's too intense and stuff about my eyelashes. And you just kind of got to laugh, man, because like people are always going to have an opinion. And like, if you can't have fun with it, like I just asked them, oh, great, I'd love to follow your makeup tutorial tips. Like that'd be great. Drop your link below. Like you just have to have fun with it because it's not going to stop. And it shouldn't deflect you from what you're doing, right? It's the same with having a kind words document. I think testimonials and words that mean a lot are really important to look back on. So I always encourage coaches to do that, is to always have a file of those that you can refer back to, because they can always turn a day around like that super quick. Okay, so that's my little spiel on fear and rejection and choosing what you actually allow to worry you or not to worry you. We all get a choice in that, right? Okay, let's talk about content structure for the 30 days of done for you posts. Now, if you're new here, then you might not know about the 30-day done for you posts, or you may be somebody that is doing muscle burns fat. You might have purchased the done for you 30-day posts. What I wanted to provide for you is just an overview and a little bit of a training on when you put content out on social media. It really falls into three main categories. So we have something in our done for you posting plan that we've included for muscle burns fat that is brand new. It's called the hero piece of content. So what a hero piece of content is like, it really helps dispel myths. It knocks over dominoes in your ideal customer's mindset. And it really helps get them like to understand why they should trust you and why they should sort of take that next step with you. So if you are somebody that is using the done for you muscle burns fat posting plan, you're going to see we have a hero piece of content every week. It all drives to a freebie. And that is a freebie. We call it the 32 best shake recipes ever. And so the purpose of that hero piece of content is to help you as a coach collect emails. That's something, whether you decide to do one of the done for you plans or you're out there, a new coach just working on your own, it's really important to own your business versus rent. If you just post on social, you're renting. If you start collecting emails, you start building communities, that is owning your business. So it's super important. So in the done for you posting plan, where if you're using muscle burns fat, we provide for our monthly members a freebie that goes along with their membership. But if you just buy the post, this is something that you could create. Now you could create it in Canva where you put together, it doesn't have to be 32 either. We just had 32 recipes we wanted to put together. You can do whatever you want. You can search them out on Pinterest and then put them into a Canva file. Now, one thing we did discuss this month is because this is brand new, something that we've just launched with really helping you guys drive home the emails consistently with this hero piece of content, we're going to be shooting you guys an email to give you an option to do an upgrade. If you want to get the freebie, we include 4 emails as well to start sending out to your list. And then we also include 30 Facebook group posts. So if you did get the Muscle Burns Fat Plan, watch for an email from me. I'm going to give you guys some more details on how you can upgrade that if you want us to do the work for you, like we do for our monthly members. So that is one piece of hero content that goes out a week. The point is, as I said, dispel myths, knock down those dominoes, and get people to really like and trust and see why they need you. That's really what the hero piece of content is. The next piece of content that you want to use in your social media plan is called hub content. So hub content is any material you're putting out there between saying hello and shifting mindset. So it's content about small wins, sharing resources. You could be sharing testimonials, quick tips and tricks. Anything that falls into that category is your hub content. So that is one of the pieces of content that goes sort of around your hero content. And then the last piece of content is called hygiene content. So hygiene content is your saying hello sort of social media post. So it's doing stuff that makes people laugh, it's entertaining, and it sort of just builds that likability and trust. So it might be gifts, it could be quotes, it's anything that's not really sales heavy. It could be family posts, lifestyle posts, anything like that. So that's the other piece of content that you want to have out there. So the purpose of having a strategy that includes all of these 3 things is that your hero content is really like the main role. Like if there's one piece of content that you get done every week, that is the piece of content that really has to be there to drive your business forward, right? And then the hub content sort of connects between I know you, I'm not sure how you can help me though. So it helps connect those dots. And then the hygiene content is the, hey, I'm here, like me, trust me, all those sort of things, right? So every piece of content sort of has its role that it plays. So I thought that that would be really helpful for those of you guys that are just like trying to understand what does a strategy look like in social media, and how do I start to, piece these things together to make sure that my posts are really impactful. And the goal here is like, I know sometimes we get caught up in engagement, and what I always say is like, how many likes you get really doesn't determine how many people buy. You can have a ton of likes on a post, but not have anyone buying anything from you, or not really converting anyone from it. So the main goal here is that your social media posts should help you build your Facebook community. It should help you build your email list. Like that's where you're going to see the biggest lift in your business. So if these topics are super interesting to you, you can learn more if you go to ashleyshaw.ca/getconfident. I've created a 3-day mini training series. It's 3 days of the tools, the exact tools I use for mindset related alignment, and really what I've learned over the course of doing masterminds and investing a ton into my own mindset. You're going to get the 3 days of exactly what to do to start shifting your mindset. And then when it comes to the done for you posts, if this is something you want to learn more about, then you can go to ashleyshaw.ca/ let me just see if it's what I have this listed as. It's the muscle burn fat posts, and we have those under shop the shop on the website. Let me just grab you guys an actual address. So let's just see here. I'm just gonna have to log out and log back in here to make sure I give you guys the right address. But if you go to ashleyshaw.ca and you go shop the shop and then Beachbody Coaches, there's the Muscle Burns Fat Posting Plan, ashleyshaw.ca/mbf. is where you can find it there if that's something that you guys want help with. This month we have some available posts for you. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the podcast episodes coming out, and the next one is how to get over the fear of rejection, which will be coming out on Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in Business Bootcamp.